This so-called Kanyamata means women things in Hausa.
Okay.
So that could be a woman bag or a woman clothes or shoes.
Really?
So yeah, Kaya Mata.
Oh, okay.
Kaya means things, Mata means women.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I think it's like a coded name for the Northerners for aphrodisiacs. I, for one, do not believe that there's any products under this earth or in this world that would tie a guy down. Pleasurable sex, yeah. Making a guy more sexually attached to you, yeah. But not tying a guy down, hell no. But a woman that has been circumcised, she needs a patient man that is willing to stimulate her and get her in the mood. Okay. So I was also saying that a woman, even if she's been circumcised, it does not stop her from achieving orgasms, because there's also pleasure via penetration. A woman is like an engine.
Yeah.
She needs to warm up before she gets into the mood. You know, most Nigerian men are not romantic.
Which one is most Nigerian men?
Most.
No. Remove the Nigerian.
Okay, I've been
men. Generally, not most Nigerian
okay,
men.
well, from my background with my clients, Nigerian men do not take enough time.
Yes, because Nigeria is hard. We don't have. We can't. We can't spend hours.
That's selfish lover. So there are ways you caress the nipple. Okay. It's not about grabbing it like bread.
Are you hearing? It's not pure water.
Exactly. Don't grab the breast, because the breast is very, very sensitive. So it's very important that you take your time to caress the breast. So, so for example, you can go round and round in circle. Okay. You can pinch. Not pinch hard, like just simple pinches. Do you understand? And there's one that you can tap.
Oh, just tap.
Yeah, tap.
I need to jot things down.
So this is the clitoris.
Yeah.
So you caress it gently. No, not round in circles. Your finger.
Just one finger.
Yes, and then you caress it. Well, obviously you'd be like this, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So just like nice caressing, and then you can go round and round in circle. And if you're the kind that likes oral sex, you know what to do with your tongue. Just take it easy. The vagina is very sensitive. It's not running away. And avoid shaving before you go down to business, because you're going to injure. Can you see how easy it penetrates? It literally bounces back. So can you see the gooey sensation? Like, so imagine, and it goes in easier, and it's just makes demonstrate for them.
Who should demonstrate?
Demonstrate.
No, I'm not.
However, I personally do not believe there's any babalawo, nor herbalist, nor traditionalist that can tie a guy down. The guy that wants to be tied down is the one that will come to you, and you understand what I mean. But there are no products that can tie a guy down.
Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I put out a tweet asking for help in identifying people who deal in the business of aphrodisiacs, or Kanyamata like we call them. And I got a couple of responses, but one name kept on popping up. People kept on telling me I needed to speak to this person. I have to say it now. Before now, I didn't know this business or this person existed. But I'm glad I do now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to Aminat. Aminat Eniola Ayeni, I beg your pardon.
That's fine.
The CEO, the GMD, MD, everything of Aminat's Secrets, right?
Yes. Aminat's Secrets.
Aminat's Secrets.
Yes.
Aminat, how you doing? Thank you very much.
Very well, thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. So like I was saying, all roads were pointing to Aminat. I got her contact, we spoke, and everything has just culminated in me being here today. So like I mentioned, Aminat is the CEO of Aminat's Secrets. It's aphrodisiacs business.
Yes.
Or aphrodisiacs and herbs.
Well, aphrodisiacs, we just specialize in making sex more pleasurable.
Oh, okay. That sounds very, very interesting, because normally you think we all have sex normally now. You think it's so you know there are certain things you can do that will take the pleasure level. If your sex is on the level 10, People like Aminat can take you to like 100 or 1,000
million.
Oh wow, wow!
There are levels to
Okay.
this thing. There are levels, but yeah,
From 10 to a million. I'm very, very much interested in that, and then we'll talk about that in a bit. Aminat, how did this all start for you? Did
Okay.
you hold on? Did you go to school and decide that, you know what, this is the business I wanted to do from when you were a kid, or it just happened and you're like, you know what, let me do this?
It just happened. I had a friend, and we just got talking about aphrodisiacs,
Okay.
Kanyamata, and she was like, "Oh, that." Okay, I had issues in my relationship,
Okay.
and we were just talking about it, and she told me about the Kanyamata. So she was like, "Oh, that the Kanyamata will make a man glued to you, tie a guy down, blah 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 blah." And there's me just coming back from UK, and her making these statements, Kanyamata will make a guy glued to you, kind of made me confused. Like, how can Kanyamata? Initially, I didn't know what Kanyamata was.
Okay.
And so I decided to go home. I started doing research about it, spoke to a few people, and then I picked up my bag and I traveled to the north. However, in the UK, I had some background with sexual wellness.
Okay.
In UK, sex is everything. We talk about sex, and it's not something that we're shy about. So I had a bit of, background with sex. So, like I said, I just picked up my bag, went to the north, and started doing research about these so-called products that will tie a guy down. And then along a few months, I realized that it doesn't actually tie a guy down, but it makes sex more pleasurable.
Okay.
So this so-called Kanyamata means women things in Hausa.
Okay.
So that could be a woman bag or a woman clothes or shoes.
Really?
So yeah, Kaya Mata.
Oh, okay.
Kaya means things, Mata means women.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's like a coded name for the northerners for aphrodisiacs.
Okay.
So I would not say I sell Kanyamata. I would say that I sell aphrodisiacs, because my products come from all around the world, not just Africa.
Okay.
So 6 years down the line,
You're here.
we're still waxing stronger, making everybody's sex life more pleasurable.
Oh, okay. So hearing all you said now, the distinction was made in my mind. First of all, from the meaning of from Kanyamata, meaning women things.
Yeah.
Because nowadays it means something entirely different.
Yeah.
Entirely different. Just like you said, tying a man down. If you just go on Instagram or anywhere and you say type in Kanyamata, you start seeing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of vendors have. I will say they've destroyed the main meaning of this so-called Kanyamata, because it's originally from the north. New brides go through different processes to get them ready for their first time with their men.
Okay.
You understand? But now it's rampant. People are making it diabolical, trying to just change the whole concept of what it means. But as far as I'm concerned, myself, my brand, we only sell aphrodisiacs to make sex more pleasurable. Nothing diabolical, nothing fetish, strictly roots and herbs.
Okay, because it's just very funny. You have Nigerians who, just like, this is the original concept of this thing.
Yeah.
Then people started adding additions and everything to it. And everything. Because you said they teach women who want to, like, the first experience, that's the original meaning of Kanyamata. So Kanyamata is not jazz. It's not juju.
It's not fetish.
It's not fetish.
But because, sorry to say this, Nigerians are very gullible. You know, I'm talking from experience. If I was to say that, oh, this my ring hair, give me 1 million naira, it will make your man glued to you, and your husband will give you 1 million naira. Between me and you, I will make well over 10 million naira that day. That's because Nigerians are gullible. They're eager, and they don't think before they make their action, take action. Because I personally don't believe there's any product in this world that will tie a guy down. I believe that if a woman has good character, she respects her man, And obviously with aphrodisiacs to make sex more pleasurable. No relationship, no marriage is perfect, but with extra, enhancement, sexual enhancement, you have a better relationship. But I, for one, do not believe that there's any products under this earth or in this world that would tie a guy down. Pleasurable sex, yeah. Making a guy more sexually attached to you, yeah. But not tying a guy down, hell no.
Oh no, okay. So I think we've gotten we need to cut this place out and put it on national TV because it's rampant. Everyone is saying the same thing. I saw someone. So I personally I like ladies wearing waist beads,
okay,
and anklets,
okay,
and I like jewelry on women.
Okay,
and it's really cool.
It's...
So, but everywhere I turn, I have people, especially my mother, drawing my ear that not every waist bead is normal.
Okay, so we also sell we sell waist beads. We have beautiful ones. We have ones that are made of 18 karat gold with
18 karat gold.
Yes.
Oh wow.
We have 9 karat gold. We have 18 karat gold. It depends on your budget. We have real pearls. We have different types. So with waist beads, it is just accessories. Men like accessories. So just imagine, sorry, can I be a bit explicit?
Please, go ahead.
So imagine twerking or, whining on a guy and he's obviously visualized, or even doggy style. Mm-hmm. It's mind-blowing for the man. You understand what I mean? So it's not fetish. There's no way waist beads can tie a guy down. Think about it. Permit me to say this. If you have anyone that has waist beads that would tie a guy down, please check me out because I want to know. Because honestly, I don't know, this Nigerian mentality, if you use this, will tie a guy down. If you waist beads, no, I personally do not believe in it.
Okay.
Do you understand? If not, I would probably be selling those things. But the waist beads I sell are strictly for attraction. And there's a process to how we make it as well. Obviously, I'm going to give you my little secret, but there are waist beads that has a permanent scent.
So all these things you're saying, these are physical things, not fetish things. Because you mentioned
I don't
attraction.
do anything. Okay, attraction. Do you want to talk about attraction oil now? Okay, so we have this perfume called the attraction oil.
Okay.
The attraction oil is made out of potent herbs and essential oils. Now, I want to ask you a question now.
Okay.
If someone has body odor, how do you react? And the person has just walked past you.
Everything, you first, body odor has different stages. That's all. You inhale and you're like, you have to call the person back and say, sorry, are you okay? Is everything well and fine? But I get it.
Okay, another one. If you go into a bathroom, or if someone just did a farted around you, how do you react?
Yeah.
You're irritated.
Yes.
Okay, now if someone's wearing a nice perfume, how do you react?
You feel good.
You be like, you want to compliment the person that, oh, you smell nice, or you look nice, or something. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's how our attraction oil works. So it's just a nice scent that obviously attracts the opposite sex. So we have different scents. You understand? And as a woman, it depends on how you take the compliment. If a guy approaches me and be like, oh, you smell nice, and if I'm feeling the guy, there's a way you interact and then you take it from there. So it's very important as a woman, you're smelling on point all the time. The same as vagina odor. If a woman has vagina odor, a foul smell, it's a major turn off for a man. Yes or no?
Yes.
Exactly. So it all boils down to smelling good is good business. If you have bad odor, vagina odor, it's a major turn off. So that's how our attraction oil works. It's just essential oils with herbs that attracts. I've even had the attraction oil on before that a woman was like, oh my God, you smell nice. And she started coming closer.
Okay.
She was like, she didn't know when she sat down beside me, and no homo.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of effect that the attraction
so it works
oil.
both ways, works for guys, works for girls.
Yeah, so it's just a nice perfume just a warm smell. Lavender.
Yeah.
If somebody has issues sleeping, the effect it has on someone when they want to sleep. It calms their nerves, and before you know it, you've knocked out.
Okay.
So different scents has different effects on people. So that's the point I'm trying to make. It's not fetish.
It's not fetish.
So if you go down the scientific route, you will see that everything we sell here is all roots and herbs.
Okay, I'm glad you've clarified that out now, because many of us out there, we hear these things, attraction oil, and in your mind you'll be like, why would somebody's oil, or why would something attract me? But just like you've explained, I get it, and I understand that
100% now, yeah.
There's no need for any fetish business or anything. But you trust not just Nigerians, but trust people to always go the extra mile. It's not like, it's just like having a conversation about, does jazz exist and does it not exist? If you actually sit down critically and look at these things, you understand that there are some physical things that would work normally. They don't need to be fetish. But everybody has to sell their market.
Definitely, but it's bad because you're deceiving people, and my conscience won't be clear.
If this is...
Yeah, I can't, money is hard to earn.
Yeah.
So why would I deceive people? And what people need to understand is what may work for you may not work for me.
Okay.
How my man will react is different from how another woman's husband will react
to this
when you use our products. Do you understand? Men have egos. I've met guys that cry. I've met guys who scream. I've met guys who spend money more. I've met guys, well, not personally, as in from reviews from clients.
Yeah.
We've met guys that
after they use your product.
Exactly. Men are more attached. So it depends on how, when I mean attached, maybe he calls you like 5 times a day. Baby, how are you? What are you doing? Do you need this? Do you understand? Men have different ways of expressing themselves after they've used our products. If, for example, if you're a woman, if your husband starts giving you millions, and my husband cannot afford millions and he gives me 100,000, it doesn't mean that my products are not working. It's just that
it works on different levels.
Exactly. It just depends on how everyone expresses themselves. You understand?
Okay.
But because this person got 10 million naira, my husband too must give me that's the challenge that we face.
Okay.
Like I said, some men cry when it comes to sex.
Oh yeah. If you're one of those men, it's fine.
It's okay. I love an expressive man. It's fine.
You love an expressive man.
Yeah.
You better clarify that statement. It's not the one that'll be crying all the time.
No, I mean during the act.
That's what I'm saying.
There's some men that cry. There's some men that scream. There's one that moan. I'd rather have a guy that expresses himself than doesn't express himself at all.
We are tailored or conditioned towards not.
Why? Express yourself. It's there's nothing wrong with that.
I know.
There's
something wrong. How do man be crying during this? What are you crying for?
No,
cry when
trust me, when you enter Aminat's secret, you won't be able to explain it.
Okay.
Like I've had clients that call me like, Aminat, the guy is just crying, or he wants me more and more and more and more and more. I'm like, look, this is what you signed up for.
Okay, so and it's not like these things are fetish. These are
it's just the sex is just really pleasurable. Okay, so let me go back to an instance. A woman that has a loose vagina.
Yeah.
Remember we spoke about having sex with air. There's some vaginas that are just wide, no grip, no nothing. It's like you're fucking, and you're just fucking air, like you're by force trying to come. You understand? Whereby when you use Aminat Secrets products and you enter, as soon as when a guy says fuck, a woman should just enjoy the next 20 seconds of the sex. Do you understand what I mean? So as soon as he penetrates, the sex is just heaven. So sometimes women, you can't really blame when these men are like 1 minute.
What causes the whole thing that makes the vagina wide or anything? What causes that?
Aging.
Okay.
Childbirth. Hormonal issues. There's endless of issues. But I don't believe in multiple. People say multiple sex partners. No, I don't believe that, because your vagina will always contract. But it would never be as tight as when you were a virgin. So that's why we have products and services to maintain a tighter vagina.
Close it up back.
Not close it up, but we just
give
it a tighter.
I mean, I say close, obviously not close now.
A tighter vagina,
Okay.
Yeah, we have products and everything safe So when he penetrates, it will just feel like heaven, you know, and that's when the crying enters, or when he's about to come, because the pussy is just so sweet.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I think now it's time to talk about this product, and let's see what exactly she has been talking about. Because if you look at it from a very critical point of view, in my mind, I know these things exist, but I'm trying to understand why somebody's attraction oil, maybe give her 10 million naira. I want to smell this oil now. Maybe I'll give you the 10 million today. Okay, so talking about the products, we've been going around and now we are here with the products. I'd like Aminat to talk about this. So this you're holding, what is this?
Okay, so this is Aminat's Secret Herbal Powder, the stick for vagina tightening.
How does it work?
So you squat.
The lady squat.
The lady, not you, but yeah, the lady squats. She inserts for 20 seconds, rotate for 20 seconds, and cough and pull out.
Cough?
Yeah, because your uterus pushes it back out.
So ladies understand what she's talking about. Okay.
Yeah, so this literally tightens you within seconds. Very effective, no side effects, and make sure you do not use longer than 1 minute, or else it will be sealed up and you have yourself to blame.
Hey, Wahana. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about this?
This one is the female herbal powder. This one, you mix it with milk or yogurt. It stimulates the woman, makes her horny, and makes sex pleasurable. So if you're a woman, you don't really enjoy sex, you don't, you know, have the urge.
This is the. So I want to digress a little bit now, especially with this product. We have women who have been victims of genital mutilation, and one major complaint they have is the fact that they don't get as much, they don't get aroused because the clitoris is missing. You understand? Will products like this help?
In as much as the clitoris is missing, there's still a little bit of your clit.
Oh.
So there's no way you will not feel anything. You just need a patient man to caress it. So yeah.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, so that area is very, very sensitive. It just takes a lot of patience. So this one is arousal from in, out, not out.
And this works with herbs. There are herbs that could
strictly roots and herbs.
Okay.
You mix it with milk or yogurt.
And you people need to stop that behavior. You are tired all the time.
And women, you need to understand it's a major turn on for a man to know you want him. You know, so this will help with getting horny and obviously stimulating you. So it works with milk or yogurt. So you use it morning and night, 1 week on, 1 week off. Before you finish the 1 week, you'll be super duper horny.
Ooh, okay. So talking about this, does it work for people? You know, I asked about women who have sadly been mutilated. She understand. And by mutilation, I mean when the clitoris is taken off.
Yes.
With work from the government and a lot of other organizations that are helping people realize that that is a barbaric act that needs to stop.
Yes.
And I'm glad that it's reducing daily. So would products like this help these women?
Okay, so I want to talk about the clitoris that has been cut off.
Yes.
In as much as a woman has been circumcised, it does not stop her from enjoying sex.
Really?
Because in as much as it's been cut off, it's just been reduced. It's not completely off.
It's not like they cut off the whole thing.
No, some people, when it's cut off, it's flat.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you see, unfortunately, okay, so let's just use this for an example.
Okay.
So this is the clitoris, for example. So if it's removed, it's just flat.
Oh, okay.
But in as much as it's flat, there's still sensitivity there. You understand what I mean? And it takes a very patient man to get a woman into the mood. In as much as sex is a psychological thing, you have to be emotionally ready to achieve your orgasm. It works two ways. But a woman that has been circumcised, she needs a patient man that is willing to stimulate her and get her in the mood. Okay. So I was also saying that a woman, even if she's been circumcised, it does not stop her from achieving orgasms, because there's also pleasure via penetration.
Oh, well, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of work. That's why I get the fact that when you said the man has to be patient.
No, but then listen, as a woman, even if you have a clitoris, a woman is like an engine.
Yeah.
She needs to warm up before she gets into the mood. You know, most Nigerian men are not romantic.
Which one is most Nigerian men?
Most.
No. Remove the Nigerian.
Okay, I've been
men. Generally, not most Nigerian
okay,
men.
well, from my background with my clients, Nigerian men do not take enough time.
Yes, because Nigeria is hard. We don't have. We can't. We can't spend hours.
That's selfish lover. How do you expect her to baby you, to treat you like a king, pamper you? It works two ways. If a woman is having steady orgasms, trust me, she'll become a different person altogether. So it all starts with foreplay. Foreplay is very important. I'm not saying spend hours on foreplay.
You need to clarify. You need to. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Okay,
because
so
some people's foreplay is like 2 hours. Who has 2 hours to spend licking nipple?
Uncle, you're just exposing yourself.
And not me. I'm speaking on behalf of the men, please.
So a woman, there's different areas a man can touch to stimulate a woman.
Give us an example.
So her nipple is very, very sensitive. And it depends on how you caress it. So there are different areas that a man can caress to stimulate the woman. So just imagine if she's using Aminat's secret, she's already stimulated. So when you add foreplay, man, she's about to explode. She cannot wait for you to penetrate. So you can touch the nipple. So I have a breast hair. So there are ways you caress the nipple. It's not about grabbing it like bread.
Are you hearing? It's not pure water.
Exactly. Don't grab the breast because the nipple, the breast is very, very sensitive. So it's very important that you take your time to caress the breast. So, so for example, you can go round and round in circle. You can pinch. Not pinch like, hard, like just simple pinches. Do you understand? And there's one that you can tap.
Oh, just tap?
Yeah, tap.
I need to jot things down.
Don't worry, I'll send you a video. So you can tap. And obviously you can orally play with the nipple as well. These things will definitely stimulate a woman. You can kiss her neck. You can touch her back, her thighs. Kissing is...
Which part of the back?
Like her back.
The lower
like
back?
The back, from the back, just caress it. Up and down.
Not like you're giving her barrel, just...
Oh, not a barrel. You know, you caress her whole body. It can stimulate a woman, you know, and like I said, the clitoris is important. You caress it gently, not like you're turning the radio of your car. No, it's a gentle, you know, Nigerian men, everything is, it's a major turn off.
Okay.
It's a gradual, you know, like I said. So this is the clitoris.
Yeah.
So you caress it gently. No, not round in circles. Your finger.
Just one finger.
Yes, and then you caress it. Well, obviously you'd be like this, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So just like nice caressing, and then you can go round and round in circle. And if you're the kind that likes oral sex, you know what to do with your tongue. But just take it easy.
No, people don't know what to do.
Oral sex. Oh,
please,
gosh.
They don't know what to do.
So when it comes to foreplay, one has to be very gentle. You got to literally take your time and stimulate your woman.
Okay.
You understand? So oral sex, obviously, a woman, is very important that you are clean down there. We have...
One more time.
You have to be super duper clean. And we have 2 types of soap at Aminat's Secrets. The V-Clean soap and the Intimate Wash. It makes you squeaky clean. And I'm going to tell you something about this soap a bit later. Just remind me. Okay. So if you practice oral sex, like I said, remember your vagina is super duper clean. And obviously you ask for consent and then you get down to business.
So before you continue, so all these men that quote Bible when it's time to give their partners oral sex, I don't understand. You're a sex therapist, if I could call you that. You at least you know these things. Please, what is wrong with using your mouth to pleasure your partner?
Everyone is different. The issue on ground is that most women are not clean. I think that is a major turn-off for men. And I don't think there's anything wrong in going to freshen up
before Okay.
getting down to business. And like I said, Aminat Secret soap is perfect for, it keeps you fresh all day. So oral sex, but everyone's belief is different. I don't see anything wrong with it, especially if a man knows what he's doing. There's some men that are really rough. Just take it easy. The vagina is very sensitive. It's not running away. And avoid shaving before you go down to business, because you're going to injure the lady.
Oh yeah.
So at least keep it like a week later or something.
A week later, about who?
What I mean is that, you know, to avoid any injury.
Okay, yeah, for the lady.
And it's also important for the man as well, because you're prone to STIs as well if you just cut because your pores are open.
Oh yeah.
So one has to be very careful.
So I hope you're writing these things down. So let's move on to the next product now. So this is
the horny me. So remember at Aminat Secrets, we just make your sex pleasurable. So if you're a woman, you need a quick fix, like you're going to see your man and you're not really in the mood. This is like the quick fix within 30 minutes.
This is herbs too. What does it do?
This stimulates you. So we have different kind of stimulations. You know, I said this one's 1 week on, 1 week off.
Okay.
You can mix them together. However, this is like the quick fix.
Okay.
You know, so makes you horny. It adds sensitivity to your vagina. So
okay, that adds sensitivity to the vagina. How about this?
same thing.
Same thing. Okay, so we have some little that look like perfume bottles.
Okay, this is the attraction oil I was telling you about. Has amazing scent. You rub a generous amount when you've just had your shower. You put it in your wrist, your inner arm, both inner arms, between your cleavage, under your cleavage, behind your thigh. These areas sweat the most. So when you apply attraction oil there, it oozes the scent more. You understand? Oh yeah, I forgot you put it behind your ear as well.
Now I know how to identify attraction. If you come to me, usually I'll tell you to go back. If you want to go back and remove attraction oil.
And if you want it to last longer, you can just apply Vaseline.
Okay.
Vaseline.
So at this now, just like you started the interview, we talked about it's just herbs. Nothing is being done.
Roots and herbs. Yeah. So we have another one here. This is made out of oil. This is oil base. It's similar to that, but this is just oil base. So the herbs is more. You can see it more visual here.
It's more visual here.
So yeah, so it's all roots and herbs. The base is oil. So
can a man use attraction?
Sure.
So I can use it now.
Yeah, you can use it, and then other ladies will be like, "Oh my God, you smell nice. You smell nice."
You should give me money. You smell nice.
So like I said, it depends on how you react after you use the attraction oil. Like you can meet me and be like, "Oh, Amina, you smell nice," and I could be like, "Yeah, thank you," and keep it moving. But I'll be like, "Oh, thank you," and I'll be flirtatious, and then whatever happens.
That's why men will say they use jazz. It's not jazz, it's the oil.
It's not exactly. It's nothing. So as a woman, you need to play your game right. You know, it is what it is.
Okay, so
Intoxic. This is my first sweetener. It was launched in 2016.
Sweetener, like
vagina sweetener.
Oh yes.
So a woman applies a generous amount in her vagina, and let the magic happen.
But I thought vaginas are not supposed to allow anything enter apart from penis and a baby that's coming out.
So these are, like I said, it's all roots and herbs, no side effects. They're all pH safe. So the main product here is the honey with potent herbs. Okay. So if a guy penetrates, he will just be like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Yeah. So this is the secret. Is this what they call adodun?
Similar. So adodun in Yoruba is just means okay. Translate adodun.
Adodun literally translates to sweet sex. Or sweet
You're a Yoruba man. What
yes.
is the main? For those who don't understand,
okay,
as raw as possible.
As raw
as possible.
Sweet fucking, sweet nuts. Pardon my French. That's what Adudu means. And when I heard the name Adudu, and I was like, what in God's name is Adudu? Is there anything sweeter than the normal pleasurable sensation you get when you sleep with a lady? So that was the intoxic. So we have a lot of sweeteners.
which works in different ways. So we have this one as well. It looks like pebbles. This is what we call the wet drops. You can take
Can
one.
I pick one?
Yeah, sure.
It looks like granules.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what this does is it makes you super duper wet.
Wait, do you insert it in?
Yes, you can insert and you can
It will dissolve.
yeah, it dissolves. So if you're a woman, you suffer from vagina dryness, you have zero libido, you just don't have the urge to have sex. Once you insert 2 or 3 in your vagina, about 3 hours before sex, you'll be dripping wet. I've had clients who have complained to me that they have to use sanitary towels. That's
Because
how
it's too wet.
wet
Ooh.
they get. You know, no man likes a dry pussy.
Yeah.
Dry pussy is a major turn off.
I sandpaper.
Sandpaper. So this makes you really wet and it makes sex pleasurable too. So it's like a sweetener, a stimulant, and a wetness product. So for juicy pussy, get this. Juicy wet pussy and pleasure.
Okay, so this yoni steam mix.
Okay, so a lot of women have infections. So if you're a woman, you have infections, bad odor, I suggest you get this. It's all roots and herbs inside, like rosemary, roses, different
Rosemary
kinds.
that used
Yeah,
to cook chicken.
yeah. It's also beneficial to your vagina.
Oh,
We have different products in here, dried herbs. So it's very easy to use. You boil hot water, pour a handful of it inside water, sit over it with a towel and steam your vagina. So it helps with any discharge, odor, infections. So, and it's safe.
okay. So we've spoken about this.
Yes, we've spoken about that.
This and this as well.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah. There's one that GBG.
yeah, so we have the bestseller. It's called the GBG, the Gum Body Gel.
Hello.
So this particular product has caused a lot of drama. Some women cannot even function without it.
What does it do?
Even the men will be like, go and use that. So, like I said, it's a gum body gel. It works as a sweetener, a lubricant. So I'm going to demonstrate how it
Before you
works.
demonstrate, what are the? I know you can't tell me or you can't let your secrets or whatever business secrets out, but what exactly are the materials?
Oh, that's my secret. I can't even give
You
you.
can't give me. Okay, but definitely it works.
It works. It's not. This is actually NAFDAC approved.
This product is not back approved.
Yes.
It's making people. They'll tell the man. Oh,
Yeah, because it's pleasure. It's like a lubricant, but it's a sweetener with herbs in it too. You know, there's some herbs in this world that nobody understands it. This is one of them.
Okay.
So let me just demonstrate how this works a little bit. So I have a vagina here. A vagina hair. It's going to be really messy, but obviously we're going to use this. Make sure that you are on the toilet seat or you're squatting. So the vagina, it's going to go inside. Can you see how easy it penetrates? It literally bounces back. So can you see the gooey sensation? Like, so imagine. And it goes in easier, and it's just demonstrate for them.
Who should demonstrate?
Demonstrate, go.
No, I'm not.
But it makes sex really pleasurable. Okay. As you can see, just imagine if a woman has put this in her vagina. Can you see the gooiness?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool actually. That'd be really cool. Okay, but this that you've demonstrated now, normally it works without the GBG whatever. It works normally now.
No, because it's harder to penetrate, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you have to do it now, like. But this helps, and it goes in once.
Yes, and it's just pleasurable sex.
Okay. So let's talk. I've heard you talk about all these things, and these are tailored towards women, and we understand why. But there's one here.
Okay, so men don't really have much issues. The only issues men have is
men have issues.
Not a lot like women.
Oh, yeah.
Men have issues, dysfunctional erection, and trying to sustain the erection, or trying to even get it up. So we have when it's up 2 minutes. Yeah. So this is the men's trial herbal powder. It's 3-in-1. It works for stamina and sorry, my brain just went blank there.
Long lasting.
Sorry.
Helps you. You could just use those simple.
Sorry, my brain just went blank. So okay, yeah. So yeah, shall I start again?
Yes.
Okay. So the men's shower powder works for stamina, makes you last longer. It also increases your libido. So if you're a 1 minute man or 30 seconds on call.
What causes the fact that people don't last long?
There are different reasons: aging, stress. There's, medications, high blood pressure. There are numerous of issues, and sex is a psychological thing, and with men, they're a bit more special. I've had clients that have approached me and said, Aminat, I cannot even have an erection with my wife, but if I go outside, so it all boils down to it being a psychological issue. And when a man cannot sustain an erection with his wife, the woman also has a lot of work to do. It's not just about getting it up. It's teamwork. She also has to be appealing, try and help him have an erection. Or
don't laugh at him, please.
Yeah, don't laugh at him. It's not easy being a man. By the time you think about all the bills.
Now you see why some men generally don't like to spend a lot of time on foreplay. Because the minute you are used to
excuse me, that's no excuse.
The minute you are trying to excite your partner, you're thinking about how much you could be making at the moment. No, like you said, it is a psychological thing.
It's a psychological thing, it's a two-way thing, But one has to just be patient, and communication is very important. Don't just assume that she understands. Talk to her. You understand? And as a woman as well, if you're not enjoying sex, let him know. Don't go cheating. Have this conversation. Communication goes a long way. If he's not satisfying you, tell him how you want to be caressed. However, Nigerian men have ego. You understand? But even if you don't tell him, you can demonstrate. You be like, oh, how about we try this today? Or how about we do this? Or even watch videos together or read about it. It's not about watching porn, because porn is not realistic. But anyhow, that's another talk for another day. But as a woman, it's very important that you communicate with your man and make him feel like you're not alone. It's okay, I understand, especially with the condition of the country right now.
Yes, you can't be looking for school fees and looking for 2 hours marathon sets.
No, but then it's not even about having long sex.
Yeah, it has to be enjoyable as well.
People always ask, how long should sex last? There's no duration. I believe.
Then why are you people always disturbing 2 minutes men if there's no duration?
Okay. Why a woman will complain if it's 2 minutes? It's because he's probably did not do enough foreplay. If a woman has an orgasm via penetration and via foreplay, she won't be so bothered. She'll be bothered, but not so bothered if she had reached an orgasm via foreplay. So foreplay is important. Like I said, is a starter to the main course. So if I'm able to have, good foreplay and I'm able to come like once or twice, when you penetrate, it's more like, okay, hurry up and be going. Do you understand? But if you're not allowing me to have an orgasm via foreplay, and when you want to penetrate, you're also not allowing me to have an orgasm via penetration, 2 minutes is not long enough for me to have an orgasm. So you have to last longer for me to have an orgasm. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay. So we've just gone through some of the products Aminat has. And if you have questions, please reach out to her to get more understanding of what the products are. But before we go, she also mentioned that some of them are NAFDAC approved, because I know a lot of Nigerians, not just a lot of, everyone should know.
Be cautious of what they're consuming.
Exactly. So Aminat, thank you very much for talking to us about this. So we've had a lot of interesting takeaways from this point. But I'm particularly glad about what you mentioned about women who have been mutilated, who can still. You've given us examples of how it can still work. So back to the beginning of how this whole thing started about. So what would you tell Nigerians now? How do you identify? Is there any way you can identify real products, real aphrodisiacs? Is there any way you can separate? Because we have people selling some very, very funny things in the name of aphrodisiacs. Like we talked about beads. and everything. So now a lot of youth, or not just youth, guys normally, once a lady is wearing beads, automatically it's a problem.
Fetish, yeah.
It is, but me now, like I said, I do like it.
I hope I've given you a bit peace of mind. Okay, so there's only so much one can say. You know, whatever you want to believe is whatever you want to believe.
Okay.
But I personally want to tell you there are no products. I personally believe there are no products in this world that can tie a guy down. Because if there are products that can tie a guy down, even your pastor's wife will tie her husband down, and there will be no issues. Honestly, everybody will be living perfectly. There will be no issues in marriages. You understand? There'll be no problems if these so-called products tie men down.
Okay.
You understand? You know, in the beginning I said that if you are calm, you're respectful, you know, you're adventurous in the bedroom, you communicate well with your man, you treat him like a king, and then you use Aminat secret products, there's improvement in your relationship and in your sex life. There's no relationship that doesn't have issues. However, I personally do not believe there's any babalawo, nor herbalist, nor traditionalist that can tie a guy down. The guy that wants to be tied down is the one that will come to you, and you understand what I mean. But there are no products that can tie a guy down. Aminat Secrets products just make sex more pleasurable, makes your pussy juicy, wet, sweet, and nothing fetish. And for men, it makes a man last longer and just gives you a pleasurable experience.
Okay. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, like she said, you can take your sex from this to this, and may God assist women in pleasuring.
Amen. 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 Amen.